This is an introduction to DvSum's Data Catalog. The Data Catalog is really the foundation that the rest of the data intelligence modules are built on. The first step in building your data catalog is to define a connection to your various data sources. Our patented DvSum technology makes it safe and simple to connect to those sources, whether they're on premises or in the cloud. We automatically extract all the relevant data that your knowledge workers are going to need. Then your data stewards are going to be able to curate suggestions made by the AI, make their own changes, upload business glossary terms, and other assets. And your data users are going to have an intuitive interface for finding the information that they need. Let's take a look. An IT administrator will define a connection. That'll include end user information, like how does someone get access to this? They'll define the connectivity information. Like in this case, we see there's a read-only user who has access to the system. And it'll include things like setting the schedule. Oftentimes those will run in the evening, but we can manually run a catalog whenever we want to. It's just a matter of picking the couple of options that we want, whether it should have profiling or lineage, and run the scan. Let's take a look at the results of some of the tables that we've cataloged. Here's one that didn't have good metadata in Snowflake, and I still haven't taken time to update it. So you see the usability score is quite low. It doesn't have a description, doesn't have a data domain. Maybe I'll have to have a data steward take a look at this one. Now, on the other hand, the claim table is much more important in this domain. So it's something that we started with, and it's been well curated. It's got a good usability score. I've set its data domain and ownership and tags. It's been certified. We've even added custom tags to indicate this is critical to some of our KPIs. So it is ready for my knowledge workers to take advantage. On the data tab, I see metadata like column names and types. I see profiling information, which fields are categorical values with just a small number of unique values, and which ones maybe have a lot of nulls. In my grid view here, I see sample data. Remember, all the sample data stays within my network and does not get uploaded to DvSum in the cloud, again, thanks to the patented DvSum architecture. I can switch over to this governance view, and from here, I can see which fields are critical data elements. I see which glossary terms got linked to columns here in the table. In this table, at this point, the confidence score is 100. Actually, what happened was the AI had suggested these. The confidence score was lower, and then once it was confirmed by a human, it went up to 100. We can see that an ERD is automatically generated, and in this case, there actually was no referential integrity defined in the database, but DvSum inferred some of the relationships and a data steward added another one. So we get a great ERD diagram to help understand our data source even better. I'll leave the data quality tab for another video since it's a big topic, but it is important to remember that all the modules are really tightly linked together. I'll leave you with a dashboard showing some summary information about how many tables I've got by data domain. And Ray, remember back to the usability score that we looked at earlier? Here I can see that on average for this domain, my score is just above 6. I'm going to have to work on getting that a little bit higher for next time, but it really makes it easy for me to understand the current state of my data catalog. Thanks for watching this introduction to our data catalog. There's lots more information at dvsum.ai.